deep within a misty rainforest, where sunlight filtered through layers of emerald leaves and howler monkeys called out like distant thunder. A tiny two-toed sloth baby named Luna was found clinging to the broken remains of her mother's nest. Her fluffy fur soft and speckled with moss-covered domes was damp from the previous night's storm. Her wide, sleepy eyes blinked slowly against the morning light, scanning the forest below for any sign of her mother. She had been separated during a violent tempest that swept through the jungle like a wild beast, stripping branches from trees, flooding lowlands, and silencing the usual symphony of chirps and croaks. The dramatic moment was captured by a drone surveying environmental damage. When the video surfaced online, people around the world were captivated by Luna's gentle gaze and vulnerable stance and image, both heartbreaking and irresistibly adorable. Left alone in the canopy, Luna faced a perilous future nights without her mother's warmth, lurking dangers like snakes and birds of prey, and no way to feed or survive on her own. Time was not on her side. Wildlife rescuers quickly mobilized, carefully navigating muddy trails and climbing into the upper levels of the forest to reach her. They approached slowly, using soft calls, mimicking adult sloths, to calm her nerves with expert precision. They secured her in a padded transport crate lined with soft blankets and natural scents from the forest. As the team lifted her down from the tree, Luna let out a faint whimper, a haunting sound that echoed through the trees and across the internet, touching hearts and sparking conversations about the fragile lives hidden in the wild. At the Emerald Canopy Wildlife Sanctuary, nestled beneath a canopy of ancient trees and alive with birdsong, Luna began her recovery. Veterinarians discovered she was underweight, slightly dehydrated, and had minor scrapes from the fall. For weeks, caregivers nurtured her with a special milk formula and introduced her to a diet of soft leaves and fruits. Her enclosure was designed to mimic the high forest canopy, complete with hanging ropes, soft hammocks, and leafy hideouts. At first frightened and barely moving, Luna soon began exploring, slowly crawling along branches, gripping tightly with her long claws, and even curling up in the arms of her caretakers like a plush jungle teddy bear. Online followers celebrated each new milestone: her first climb, her first nap covered in butterflies, and finally, her deep, slow call, a sound that brought pride and joy to millions watching her journey unfold. Luna became more than a rescued chick. She became a symbol of peace and perseverance, showing how even the slowest creatures can win the hearts of the fastest moving world. Every day, Luna's story touched more people around the world. Her journey inspired thousands to take action, supporting wildlife rescue groups and planting trees to help rebuild rainforests damaged by climate change. Her spirit of perseverance resonated with all who knew her story, proving that even the smallest and slowest creatures can touch the hearts of people everywhere. And so Luna, the little sloth who once clung to hope from the edge of a broken world, became a beacon of inspiration, showing us all that, even in the darkest moments, the will to live can shine through. A lone chick in the rainforest, a sloth baby rescue on the morning of her release. The sky glowed with the colors of donamba, rose and gold. A team of conservationists traveled deep into the heart of the Amazon rainforest reserve. The air was thick with life, and the earth pulsed with an ancient rhythm. They arrived at a secluded clearing. The towering ceiba trees all around them seemed to be reaching for the sky, and the scent of damp earth and blooming flowers filled the air. The sound of cicadas and other insects formed a welcoming song as the team carefully opened Luna's transport crate. She emerged slowly, pausing for a moment to glance back at the humans who had saved her. Then, as if remembering something deep in her instincts, she curled her lips into what looked like a smile and began to climb into the trees. She moved with a grace and agility that belied her small size, disappearing into the lush green embrace of the jungle canopy. As the rainforest enveloped Luna, the team felt a mix of emotions: joy, excitement, but also a deep sense of responsibility. They had brought Luna back to the wild, but it was up to her now to thrive in this unforgiving environment. With each deliberate movement, Luna climbed higher and higher, leaving the safety of the forest floor behind. As she reached the top of the tree, she took a moment to survey her the world stretched out before her, a tapestry of green as far as the eye could see. In the distance, she could hear the roar of a waterfall, and the air buzzed with the energy of 1,000 different creatures. Then, With a final glance back at the humans who had helped her get this far, Luna turned and disappeared into the dense foliage, venturing deeper into the rainforest in search of her own story to write. In saving Luna, we didn't just save a sloth, we helped preserve the heartbeat of the rainforest itself. And in protecting these wild places, we ensure a future where nature still sings its ancient song. If you want to know more about our work, follow us here. Thank you for watching and see you next time.